Yeah, it's me again. I'm back, but this time I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about Ghanaians and Nigerians. So pay attention because this is not going to be very long, but it's going to be very explanatory. Okay, people ask me all the time, are Ghanaians and Nigerians the same? And I tell them, no, we are not the same people. The thing is, people say, oh, but you're next door to each other. We're not next door to each other because Nigeria is about 2 countries away from Ghana. I think, there's Togo, and there's another country before Nigeria. I don't know what country that is. Don't ask me. I didn't do geography in school, so I don't know. But I'll tell you why people think we are the same people. Like, for instance, we have names which tells people what day of the week they're born. Like, we have Kwame, which means you're born on Saturday. We have Kwabena, it means you're born on Tuesday. Nigerians have the same thing, but unfortunately they have Sunday, and maybe Sunday is born on Friday. Or they have Friday, and Friday is maybe born on Monday. So it doesn't make any sense. So when you think about it, they say that we and them are the same people, but really and truly we're not. Like, we say turkey for turkey, and they say turkey. You know, we say 30p, and they say 30p. You know, we say things like bus. I was running for the bus. They will say, I was running for the bus. So there's a few differences between us and them, but it's not big difference. It's not big difference. You know, we're just slightly different. Like, for instance, Ghanaian men will wear socks. Definitely wear socks, but there will be holes in it. That's not a problem. We will wear the socks with holes in it, but unfortunately Nigerians will not wear socks, and they have bracelets and chains on their feet. And the feet look like they've poured powder, you know, powder, talcum powder, or even flour on the feet. It's not good. That's why people say that Africans are dirty, or Africans are very dry. We don't cream ourselves, but we all have cocoa butter. It's the only thing is Nigerians don't use it very much. They will say, oh, things like Ghanaians were slaves in the country back in the 80s, and that's true. We went there as nurses and teachers to help them out because they needed our help. They came to our country in the 60s and we kicked them out because they were all polishing our shoes and they were doing menial jobs. You know, when we went over to their country, we were not doing no menial jobs. We were just teachers and nurses and stuff. We were helping the country. They threw us out it was very bad what they did. They put us all in a lorry. You know, 3 big lorries and shipped us back to Ghana where a few people died and everything. It was not good. I mean, we were there to help you. Okay, so that's the difference. Nigerians have a lot of money because the country's got over 180 million people, and Ghanaians got only 24 million. So there's bound to be millionaires and billionaires in their country, whereas we were struggling. I don't even think people got a million in Ghana. No, maybe the president because he steals all the money. But we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, so they have more money than us, and they say that Ghanaian girls are not beautiful, but that is nonsense because there's loads of Ghanaian girls who are beautiful, except that there's more Nigerian girls because you know your population. So obviously, like, you know what they say, when you throw darts in the dark, you're bound to hit somebody. You know, you're bound to hit. If you throw many darts in the dark, you're bound to hit the target. So if you've got loads of women, there's bound to be more beautiful ones than Ghanaian girls. So that is the difference. Okay. Let's get to the technicalities. Nigerians say, oh, Ghanaians used to be part of the Ghana people used to be part of Nigerian people, which is basically bollocks. Because if you think about it, if we were part of you, how did we get independence before you? We got independence in 1957. You got independence in 1960. So how were we part of you? Or were you not clever enough to get the independence that we got? So we were never been part of you. With the similarities there, but we would never ever been part of you. Like, we say, oh my God, you know, you say everything that is wrong with Nigeria. Say Chineke. Chineke means God. Why can't you say, oh my God, Chineke, everything Chineke? So, you know, those things are common between us. Also, like, Nigerians will say stuff like, I will kill you. See, we wouldn't say stuff like that. Ghanaians, if we want to do something to somebody, we say, please don't, you know, I'm going to hurt you. You know, we wouldn't say, I will kill you. Because Nigerians are just like Jamos. By Jamos, I mean Jamaicans. They're the same people. They say Ghanaians are like Barbados, people from Barbados, and Nigerians are like Jamaicans or Jamos. They're the same people. Like, if you're on the top of the bus and a Nigerian shouting, oh my God, hey, yes, you hear the same thing as Jamaica. Brethren, me tell you already, say, me are coming on. You know what I'm saying? Me there on the road and you tell me, say, I leave your house and Yeah, same people. See, Ghanaian will talk softer. Say, oh, I said I was coming to your house. Why have you gone now? Eh? Oh. And we have that, you know, that exclamation that we have is basically general between us. Like Ghanaians say, oh, when they're not happy about something. Nigerians say, hey, it's the same, you know, the same thing that exists between those two people. But we're not the same people. Like, for instance, the last thing I want to say on this, for instance, we all do fraud. Nigerians, Ghanaians, whoever, Africans, all Jamaica, everybody does fraud. But now, the Nigerians have taken it to a very high extent that even when they go to the leisure center to go and swim or something with their kids, they're being asked for ID. And on the ID they ask for, if your name is not Ade, or Nii, or Bola, or Babatunde, then unfortunately you can't swim with your child. You have to take your child somewhere else. I don't know, in a paddle or something. So that's the news that I want to tell you today. That we are almost the same people, but we're not the same. Like, for instance, English people say, oh, do you understand each other? It's basically nonsense, because I don't ask you if you understand the Germans or if you understand the Yugoslavians, or they don't call Yugoslavia anymore, Kosovo, and they break down to all different countries. I don't ask you that question. So we don't understand each other, because in Nigeria they've got about 500 languages. In Ghana there's only five languages. You know, and none of them can, you know, if I speak a language in Ghana, there's no way a Nigerian will understand me. So please, don't stop saying that. We're not the same people. We might be similar in our nature or the way we behave, but we're definitely not the same people. So that's the news I've got for you today. Thank you.